You've probably heard that the world of real estate marketing is changing. The days of spending thousands of dollars on print advertising and cold calling are either dying or dead. In today's market, you need to be constantly evolving your marketing strategies to stay ahead of the competition. Here are 22 revolutionary ideas to help you get started. What's going on, everyone? I'm Kyle Handy, a realtor and team leader here in San Antonio, Texas. I help teach other realtors, team leaders, and brokers how to grow and scale their real estate business through digital marketing, content creation, social media, as well as tried and true methods. And if you want proven strategies that you can use to get more leads, closings, and scale your team, you'll love this video. Keep watching. Before I get started, if you could do me a huge favor and hit that like button, I'd greatly appreciate it. Also, consider subscribing if you haven't already, as I release a new free training 3 times per week, as well as go live every Tuesday, and you won't want to miss any of it. Finally, if you'd like my free real estate business plan template to track your sales, commissions, profit and loss, net worth, and budget, head over to kylehandy.com/business plan to download it today. Okay, now let's get started. Build a website, create active social media accounts, pay for ads. There's a lot of marketing content out there and it's fairly generic. I'm going to walk you through 22 real estate marketing ideas that are simple, actionable, and direct. If you follow this advice, you'll increase the leads that you get guaranteed. From there, you just have to be the one to translate it into revenue. First up, put a chatbot on your real estate website. Chatbots are a great way to engage with a potential client even when you aren't available. Real estate chatbots, live answering services, triggered email responses, and even automated Facebook messages can all collect more information about your clients. You're one person, but with the right tools, you can operate like a multi-person team. Chatbots and automated services are a great way to do it. Ideally, no one who ever wants to contact you should be unable to do so. They should always be able to get a response, even if that response is a digitally generated one. Number 2, check out NextDoor for real estate leads. NextDoor is kind of a weird place. It's a social media site, but most people don't really think about it because it's a geo-targeted social media site. You can only communicate with the surrounding neighborhoods. Here's the thing though. NextDoor just released its app for real estate professionals. A real estate professional can become a trusted agent on NextDoor and advertise directly to people who are interested in and committed to their neighborhoods. With more people online than ever, it's a solid marketing strategy. And because it's a brand new venue, it's also one that's not likely to be overrun yet. Many established agents have already grabbed up good zip codes in a lot of online venues. Always be looking for new opportunities and new features like this. Number 3. Start marketing to unconventional buyers. What do I mean by unconventional buyers? More people are buying homes with friends and relatives these days than ever before. In the US, families are combining into large supergroups to buy big homesteads. In the city, young professionals are combining finances to afford a home. This presents some great opportunities for your real estate marketing plan for this year. And it's why people are going to need to change up their real estate marketing strategy. A lot of agents are used to marketing to the nuclear family, but it's not the 1950s anymore. In 2022, you're going to see more multi-generational homes, multi-family properties, and cooperatives. Number 4. Run contests, polls, and Q&As on Instagram. If your long-running Facebook ad isn't getting traction anymore, it may be time to switch up your social media marketing. Instagram is a great venue to build up followers within the real estate market, even if it's a less targeted venue. Use Instagram and Facebook to build engagement through contests, polls, and Q&As. Your audience is increasingly online. You don't need to create TikTok videos for each listing, but having a widely admired Instagram account is a great way to build a brand. You can also use these strategies to gather more information about your audience. Polls, for instance, can tell you what type of housing stock people are looking for. Are you in an area where perhaps more people want to see townhomes than single-family homes? It's becoming common in high-priced markets. As markets shift faster and faster, it's even more important to have your finger on the pulse of your audience. Social media is a great way not only to get a following of potential customers, but also to conduct direct market research. Number 5, create a video marketing account. If you've been putting off your video marketing account, it's time. You can start your account by creating videos for each of your listings. This is a directly profitable method of online marketing. You're going to sell listings faster with video, but from there, you should turn your marketing efforts toward brand awareness. Video is the most compelling type of content. Talk to your local audience, update them on the market, and speak to their needs. Over time, you'll get a feel for what type of content performs best for you. Look at your metrics, see which videos are getting the most views, but also which are getting the most commitments. Your most viral videos may get a lot of traffic, but not a lot of serious buyers. There's still value in that, but a well-rounded campaign needs both. Number 6, make a niche Facebook group. You're probably already seeing a lot of Facebook groups promoted to you. This old house, great mansions under $150,000, Nordic houses, etc. The real estate industry has discovered that this is a great way to build engagement. There's even a goth houses page for houses that are just, well, black. You can target this better to prospective buyers. Consider a page that focuses on your niche in your area. You'll get a lot of people following you who will eventually be home buyers. You never know when someone is going to see that perfect home and want to snag it. This is one of those long-term strategies that takes time. Here's a tip. Create a bunch of posts every week and then schedule them over the course of the week, rather than curating your feed every day. The more you can schedule and automate, the more you'll find yourself able to do. Number 7, consider live streaming. Live streaming is a way to garner face-to-face engagement through your videos. With people still hesitant to go out and meet people in person, it can be a way to get that valuable face time. When you live stream, you can interact with your audience directly. A home buyer might ask questions about getting into the market. A home seller might want to know if it's really the right time to sell a home. You become an expert, you build your brand, and you develop relationships. You can live stream today on a lot of platforms. Facebook is a popular one, but there's also YouTube and Instagram. Go where your audience is. For most real estate agents, that will either be Facebook or YouTube. Number 8, get something published on Forbes, Business Insider, or local magazines. Your target audience is reading things online a lot, and when they look up a real estate professional, they Google them first. If you want to be the agent everyone turns to, consider building up your credibility. It does take some time to get into Forbes, Business Insider, and other similar magazines, but you just need a unique take and expertise. Take some time every month to write an opinion piece for a local magazine or a large publication. It'll build your brand across something that's even more reputable than a social media platform. Some agents have even been able to get clients by running a monthly column in their local paper. Number 9, update your Google My Business page. Here's the thing about Google. It's really not a search engine anymore. It's a suggestion engine. A suggestion engine tries to answer someone's questions, not just return pages. When people look up agents near me, Google tries to return businesses that are in the real estate market. So the search engine's going to look at its version of the yellow pages, which is Google My Business, to see which local business is close. Keep your Google My Business page updated, or you could lose a potential customer to an entirely automated system, regardless of your best marketing efforts. In addition to Google My Business, you should also make sure all of your information has been updated in Facebook. Facebook business pages get a lot of traction, not just through social media, but also through SEO. Number 10, team up with agents in other states. People are going to be moving a lot more this year. A lot of them got remote jobs and want to move to cheaper locations. Some people even got remote jobs that were only temporarily remote. Now they have to move to their job. You should update your prospects to match these trends. Work with other agents to create a network of referrals. You might have a buyer who wants to move to Arizona. They might have a buyer who wants to move to California. Referrals can be a great way to make extra money today, and all you need is a great book of contact information. Today, there are a lot of nationwide exchanges that you can sign up to deliver referrals, but the best referrals remain personal, as you can speak with confidence as to the ability of the agent and vice versa. Number 11, talk to influencers in your area. We can't ignore influencers anymore. A real estate investor certainly isn't. There are a lot of influencers who have invested a lot of time into developing their real estate brand. Often, they have more clout than the entire real estate agency they work for. What really is an influencer? They're people with a large social media following, sure, but a good influencer isn't just someone who is popular. They're someone who really knows their network of followers, knows what they're interested in, and knows how to mobilize them. Most influencers today aren't actually selling anything except advice or entertainment. They can be worked with and partnered with. Look for influencers who would genuinely be interested in working with you and who you can provide value to. You can start in your local area. Number 12. Use virtual staging software. Virtual staging software can be used to create a picturesque and perfectly staged photo, even if the property itself was a little less than perfect. Rather than stressing out about physically staging each listing, consider investing in either staging software or a staging service. People today are actually getting more used to seeing automatically generated images. Before, they would find it suspicious. Today, you can use virtually staged images in all your listings, and most people aren't going to bat an eye. It's just the deep fake of the real estate world. You can also use virtually staged images to show off potential renovations to a property that you know would work well. For instance, how would a difficult listing look with an open floor plan? How would it look with a new fireplace or a renovated home office? For some great virtual staging options, check out my video that I'll link above. Number 13, get leads through Zillow. For now, Zillow shouldn't be your major marketing plan. It's going through a lot of growing pains, radically changing its marketing strategies, and even getting into investing on its own. But in terms of finding real estate clients, it isn't a terrible idea. Realistically, many buyers are going through Zillow or Trulia before they ever contact an agent. A lot of agents are getting leads through these major websites. You need to pay for each lead, and they may not be well qualified, but it's better than never securing that lead at all, because if someone is going to one of these sites, they are likely contacting agents eventually. Number 14, make sure your website works on mobile. Here's a technical SEO issue that a lot of people haven't taken the time to resolve. If your website doesn't load properly on mobile, you're losing half your audience already. It used to be that mobile wasn't that important, and because of that, a lot of real estate agents designed their websites around desktop computers. Mobile was already increasing over the last decade, but here recently, it really has accelerated. In fact, you might even want to consider making your own app. A progressive web app doesn't take a lot of time to make. It runs on both browsers and mobile devices and can be one of the most effective real estate marketing ideas because it lives on the user's device as a constant reminder of your services. Number 15, buy a drone for overhead and fly-through videography. This year, you can buy a pretty good drone for real estate for just a few $100s. Your audience today expects multimedia presentations. Fly-through videography is not only a great way to find buyers, it's also a great way to find prospects. Potential clients will see the care and attention that you put into your listings and think, I want that. And it's not as hard as it seems. It's worth the time to improve the listing. Drones are one of those real estate marketing ideas that really emerged in the last couple of years and are really gaining traction now. Some agents feel like it's just too imposing and intimidating, but most drones today more or less fly themselves. And if you don't want to do it yourself, you can always just invest in a service that does flyovers. Number 16. Consider giving virtual home tours. Virtual home tours became really popular in the last couple years, but it's likely that prospects are still going to want them. First, today they can step into a real estate agency or online and walk through 10 homes in the time it would usually take to do 1 or 2. That's something people are going to come to expect more and more, versus trying to visit each property on their own. Second, people are going to be moving across the nation. Most of them can't fly in to see every property. They're going to start using virtual home tours as the first step of the process. Investing at least a little in virtual home tours for your most important properties will put you a step ahead. Number 17. Look for opportunities in rental areas. Renters are, of course, just buyers who haven't bought. A lot of renters are looking to buy right now, but they're waiting for the right time. They think the market is going to cool down. They worry about the market moving too fast. They don't think they're ready. If you want a prospective client in the future, start working with renters today. It's a good long-term strategy in a world where more renters are starting to make the leap, even using more creative strategies like co-buying houses to do so. But you can also just do something like send out flyers to an area that you know is high in renters. You know that some of them eventually are going to want to make the leap. 18. Automate as much of your marketing as possible. I just walked you through 17 marketing ideas. At this point, you're probably thinking, where do I find the time? Automate your real estate marketing plan. A lot of this can be done in a set it and forget it way. Don't start with 20 ideas, start with one new marketing idea, wait until that one really sets in, and then further invest in your other marketing strategies. Eventually, all of these things become a habit. 19. Start a podcast. Everyone's going to tell you to get into content marketing. I'm going to tell you to get into content marketing. Content marketing is a great way to get people into your funnel rather than having to chase them down. But most people don't have hours a day to create content for their site. They need a break. Starting a podcast is a good way to get a step into content marketing without having to devote all your time to it. Just a weekly podcast can get people invested, and it doesn't have to be long. When people hear your voice, they relate better to you. And it doesn't require the production values of video marketing. Just one word of caution: make sure to differentiate yourself in all the content you make. The world doesn't need another generic how to buy a home podcast. They need actual, actionable information. Provide something of value or someone else will. 20. Cater to the work from home crowd. A lot of people started working from home in the last year. Now, a year later, they hate their home. Their offices aren't set up properly. Maybe they're working out in their living room. Some of them are even working in their bedrooms. If they have a spouse who's also working from home, they're probably stepping on each other's feet, barging in on each other's meetings, and just generally getting in each other's way. This is a great market. Consider tilting some of your local SEO or content marketing to building better home offices. Write a blog post about the benefits of buying a home that has a little more space. People are listening. 21. Invest in a little AI. AI-powered marketing solutions are infiltrating all industries, not just real estate. And it doesn't have to be a big deal. AI-written ads, for instance, perform remarkably well. They use the keywords that you have in your existing copy, and they generate meta tags, meta descriptions, and Google ads that match. AI tools are a good way to do intensive research without having to spend a lot of time on it. The more practice that you get with AI, the better results that you'll get, and ultimately the more time that you'll save. I'll add a link down below to one of the AI tools that I use to help me write better content called Jasper. Click the link in the description for more information. Number 22. Rethink your brand. Finally, no matter where you're at this year, it may be time to rethink your brand and your strategies. Consider that we're now investing in a brand new market. Millennials are buying houses in droves. Gen Z is getting into condos. It's time for a brand update. Even Walmart recently updated its brand to something that's slick and modern. Consider whether your brand still resonates with the people that you're working with. If you attend a local event today, would people see your brand and think, that's for me? Or would they think it was outdated? For a more in-depth guide to building your brand, check out my video that I'll link above. So let's get your real estate marketing campaign started today. Strategies change. The fun and perhaps sometimes frustrating thing about real estate is that it changes very fast. You can't take anything for granted. Ultimately, you get back what you put into it. The more energy you put out there as a real estate agent, whether through social media, email marketing, or digital marketing, the better your returns will be. If you like this video, make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel right now. Just click on the subscribe button below this video. Also, Hit that thumbs up button and give this video a like, as it helps my videos reach more real estate agents looking to grow their businesses. And by the way, if you're interested in partnering with me at eXp Realty, head over to my partner page and check out the exclusive benefits that you receive. I'm passionate about helping agents win. I've already partnered with nearly 100 agents across the country to help them increase their real estate business and generate more leads, and I'm never too busy for you. When you partner with me, you receive free access to all of my current and future paid courses, which you can find on academy.kylehandy.com. Additionally, you get access to my private Facebook community called The Dream Team, where I go live multiple times per week. Head over to kylehandy.com/partner for more information. Finally, if you've made it this far, I want to thank you. Type #EndCrew into the comments to let me know that you watched to the end. And now I want to turn it over to you. What was your biggest takeaway from these ideas? Which idea are you going to take and run with? Until my next video, be well and get out there and sell some homes.